Hi, welcome back. Today we are taking a look at Masterpiece Bumblebee the movie Bumblebee. And I wasn't originally planning to pick this figure up, but I saw it last night and I just had to get it. Um, I don't even know where to begin. Just seriously. This figure is amazing, but it's a bitch and a half. And I mean that with absolute love. Um, it is a Bayformer, even though I know Michael Bay had nothing really to do with Bumblebee the movie, but it is a Bayformer. So it is a pain in the ass to transform. It is a complete and utter shell former, but it looks so good. And as much as I hated the Studio Series figure, this has blown me away. And I can't stop talking and feeling just how much I love this figure. It took me over an hour to get it into vehicle mode last night. It comes packaged in the box in robot mode, which was fun, but then I couldn't really follow the instructions because my eyes could not focus, and every reviewer had it already in this mode, which tells me they were having issues with it as well. Yes, I do watch other reviewers, especially if I can't figure out a piece on one of these Masterpiece toys. I definitely go to them to see what I'm doing. And let's just take a look. Just to show you here, just how beautiful this is. It's got these beautiful blue windows. You've got these doors. You've got this wonderful weathering effect. As you can see, I can't get all the pieces correctly lined up, but I'm just blown away. Now, of course, the weapon storage is stupid, but hey, it is what it is. We'll talk about those in a little bit as well. But just look at how beautiful this is. The underneath, you can see the basics of the body, but the hands and feet are successfully hidden. And the head, of course, is hidden as well, which made me very happy. It rolls beautifully. It's just beautiful. Now it is scratching up a little bit on the desk with those black pieces there, but I can't grasp just how beautiful this figure is. And I don't like the movie formers. I've sold off most of my movie ones. I think the only ones I have left is the original leader Optimus from the first movie and Studio Series Jazz and Bumblebee. And I will definitely be getting rid of Studio Series Bumblebee now, because there's no reason for it after having this figure. Just to show you the size here, I mean, it is big, it is hefty. Here he is with Masterpiece Golden Bee from the regular Masterpiece line, with Pretender Bee, with Generation 2 Bee, and I don't remember what this one is from. We'll go ahead and move him so you can actually see him. But you can just see that it is huge. It's even bigger than some of the other Masterpieces I have. I am absolutely blown away. But let's go ahead and take these guys out because they're not really part of this review. I mean, of course, I'm going to show them for comparisons here just to show you. Now, for those of you who obviously are my age range, you know, the middle-aged motherfuckers who shouldn't be playing with toys anymore, the original Bumblebee of the 1980s cartoon was a Volkswagen. So when they did this movie, it was just a wonderful nod. And it works out great. And you still get the movie-based B silhouette from this model, and it's cool. But let's just talk about the accessories real quick. He comes with this blade, he comes with this cannon, and the alternate head. And they all tab together, as you saw. Now, the head doesn't like to stay on that well, but it does if you go there. And it looks, like I said, it's kind of a stupid way to do weapon storage, but it works. These will probably just be staying in the box anyways. Alright, so I'm going to hit stop, and I'll come back once I get this all transformed, and we'll take a look at robot mode. Quick, one of the things I want to talk about in part of the transformation here is this piece here is not actually part of this piece. This, the fender, the door, these two windows are all part of the same part. This actually isn't. It's part of the arms. and it's really cool. Like, you have to absolutely line this up, and it's a bitch and a fucking half, but holy shit, I love it. I love how well they did that. Just to show you what the inside there looks like, and like what I was just talking about, that piece there, you have to line it up, and then, because it is a shell former, all these pieces. And you can see here just how well this is done, and how everything must perfectly fit together, and it really works, and I'm absolutely impressed. And you can see as it goes just how intricate and time-consuming this piece really is. Okay, we are back, and you'll see here that I put in the box in the background because I forgot to do that earlier, and we will be taking a look at that box, just because it's part of the whole deal here. But let's go ahead, just take a look at this figure. One thing I didn't mention, this guy actually has weight to him. He's quite heavy, and I dig it. He's got some die-cast parts to him, of course, which gives him a nice little weight, but it also makes it just feel that much better. I can't, like I said before, I can't get over just how much I love this. I mean, it is fantastic. I'm just getting some stuff out of the way so I can adjust here, because I have the other Bumblebees up on this desk as well. But let's go ahead and just bring in here. See that face of his. I mean, it is the Bumblebee face from the Bayverse movies. I'm not the biggest fan of the face, but it does look good. It's got very well detailed. You can see that there's other bits, pieces. He's got the eyes. And overall, just the amount of detail is astounding. Even on like the wheels here, you see all the nice like little holes and rivets. And pieces like move, like these shoulder pieces, you can position them to give him much more animated look to him, so he's not just static looking. And again, just looking at all the details. The feet themselves to transform have more steps than I think any Generation 1 toy outside of Six Shot. This piece folds up, that piece folds up, that piece folds in. You got to shift it all around, and it's absolutely wonderful. I mean, I just can't keep talking about just how beautiful the sculpt this is. Backside here, you can see how all the pieces fold up and in, and hopefully I have it all correct. But you can see here, it's a very minimal backpack. It looks like Bee's silhouette from the movie. And let's go ahead and take a look here. I haven't really played with this mode much, but the articulation, head can go side to side. It can rotate. It can't look up, which is weird. Arms can go as far back as you have the wings in. They can go out. There's elbow rotation. The fingers. Okay, this is cool. Each finger is articulated, and then the forefinger and thumb have extra digits that move. And that, of course, is not the same on both sides. That actually plays to how you get his gun on. Legs, you can hear that nice ratchet. Knee, do the splits. The foot, of course, because it is made of a billion different pieces, it has some resistance, but good ankle tilt. There is hip rotation. I mean, it's just wonderful. And like I said, there's enough little moving pieces on it to make it look like the figure is not static. He does come with the accessories, which I showed off earlier. He comes with this gun and the sword. The gun, of course, the sword, of course, you can put on either arm, but the instructions show you on this arm. And now he can slash and tear, and he looks like he's flicking off while he's doing it. Bring those in. The gun, let's just take a look at this gun real fast, just show you just how much detail. You've got the inner cannon, which some of the paint isn't exactly 100%. It's got all these wonderful holes, digits, all these wonderful lines. I mean, it looks alien, it looks nice, it looks beautiful. Now, let's see if I can remember how to do this. It's not hard, I just haven't done it, because I immediately just put the toy into a vehicle mode last night, and it took forever, and I didn't feel like undoing it. But yeah, you basically just plug the fingers into that slot and line everything up, and he's got his cannon, and it looks cool, it looks badass. You can also put the sword on top of the cannon, or the blade rather. His head does come off, but only the cranial part. And oops, dropped it. And it lets you put on his battle mask, which is cool. I like this feature. I'm not a fan, of course, of the Bumblebee bee face. Now, the one thing I've noticed, though, is when you do this one, it is a lot harder to get off than the normal face. And I prefer the normal face, so we're going to put the regular part of his brain back in here. Now, it would have been cool if somehow we could have got the mask to fold down, but I understand that, even with masterpieces, there are limitations. And I just want to show you some size comparisons with his. Again, I have Studio Series. It's not coming out. I hate that figure with a passion, but it's also in the very bottom bin of several bins in my closet, and I didn't have enough time to prepare to get it out when I decided to do this. Oh, another cool feature. Check that. He has these come up, and he has his little missiles here. I mean, there's just the amount here on it, and you can see where the arms plug in. There's cool little slots and stuff. There is just so much to this figure that I absolutely adore it. And before we even get to comparing them here, let's just go ahead and take a look at the box. You see the nice VW. You see Bumblebee looking all badass. You got him on the side. You got him on the side. And on the back, it shows you some of the features. Now, comparatively to the Generation 1 masterpieces, there isn't much more than the box, the instructions, and the insert, so there are no cards or product placements, and thankfully everything's in English, considering I bought it at Target. But let's go ahead and get his little mask out of here. Push this back, because I'm going to show you just how he compares to some other figures that I have here. Here he is next to G2B, and you can see he just towers above the dude. Here he is next to Pretender Bee, and because we have Pretender Bee out, we might as well get Pretender Bee's shell. And this is only out just so I can show you to the scale here. I'm sure some of you guys don't even know what the hell that is, but hey, just to show you the scale. And of course, here he is with G2B. Now, I have Generation 1B, as you were well aware of. I saw G2, it was easier to get out. But just to show you just the size. And here he is compared to Sunstreaker. Now, Sunstreaker is taller, but they look apples and oranges. This one is slender, thick, cartoony. This one looks like a warrior. This one looks badass. And one of my complaints about the Masterpiece line is they're going too much for the animated aesthetic versus making the character look realistic. And as much as I not really despise, but don't really care for the Babeworks designs, I love how realistic Movie B looks. And just getting the parts, they are completely different. The transformations are insane. They're both very, very complex. Of course, he gets the backpack from hell. But just the amount of detail in both of them and how different they look and feel. Even just these two bees. I mean, they're both Bumblebee, but from different aesthetics and universes. And the transformation. This guy takes me 60 seconds. This guy takes me several minutes. And you get this completely unique feel and look. And he looks great next to other things. He's impressive. And if I didn't know that he transformed, I would say it was a statue. But of course, he has all the gribble and kibble and all that extra crap. But again, this is a fantastic buy. This, of course, is only for people who collect Masterpiece figures or are Bumblebee fans, or if Bayverse is your life, you got to get this figure. For me, because of the fact that obviously I love yellow and black cars, apparently. I did have to get this. I've always loved the Volkswagen. When I was a kid, I wanted to be Spike. Of course, I grew up short and fat instead of tall and skinny. But yeah, no, this is fantastic, and I really, really hope that you guys enjoy this video. Please comment down below, hit like, subscribe. I know I've done a lot of reviews this weekend. Let's see, Thursday I had... Oh shit, who was up on Thursday? Thursday was the spin out and cordon. Friday was vertebrae. Saturday was siege springer, and now Sunday. And the reason I've done this, and I know I'm very, very non-regimented when it comes to putting up these videos, but the reason I did it this weekend is with everything going on in the United States, I figured this would be a nice little distraction. So again, please comment down below, like, hit subscribe. Tell me what you like about this figure, what you don't like about this figure. Whether or not my review influences you to get this, I'm sorry. It is expensive. I got it at Target last night. I think it was $70, and I'm very glad I had gift cards. Again, please tell me please communicate. Tell me everything you want to tell me about this review and video, or anything else you want to talk about within reason. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day.